Hey, hi, how are you guys doing? Markus Pattern here, coming at you with a ramble chat about stuff and things, and whatchamacallit, and all the things and all the time. So yeah, I'm Markus Pattern. For those of you who don't know me, I draw comics and commissions and generally wherever my whims take me, and this is my weekly ramble chat to let you know about all the shit that I do in my day-to-day life as a comic book artist. I rub my hands together like this. Oh yes I do. So for those of you who are new to the channel or whatever, or new to YouTube or whatever, or don't know how to do these things, if you could click like and subscribe, that would be the sum of earthly bliss. Last time I checked, I'm on 83 subscribers, so I'm 17 subscribers away from from changing this janky fucking URL on YouTube. And on the old Twitch, I am 40 subscribers, so I'm 10 subscribers away from being able to monetize that thing, and kind of keep the lights on around here. So for everyone who's turned up and rocked up and watched these things or late or whatever, thank you for coming along, thank you for turning up, thank you for showing your support in that way. I truly appreciate it. You are the best. It's like I have been making a concerted effort to grow this channel and grow these things that I wasn't making before. I was kind of flim-flamming it and stuff, and when you put just a little bit of effort into it, it's a case of, that works, and you're turning up, and I do appreciate it. You guys, you're the best. Thank you for being here and listening to me and watching me do my stuff. One of the things you've watched me doing is The Witch, which you can see half the inks on the board there. So I have finished the pencils to The Witch, so I finished the pencils to The Witch, and so and printed them off, and so I've done the ink. I've partially done the inks for the for page 1, which I think I'm going to have to figure out how to use inking brushes to spot all the black in and everything on this page. One of the things I was doing with the pencils, they're smaller, so the inks boards technically are A3, so 11 by 17 in the program, but the pencils I reduced down to 9 by 14, reduced by a third, just to make it quicker and easier for me to pencil and stuff. I don't know how much difference that made in the long run, considering how long this took me. I can't imagine it made that much difference. Yeah, I mean, there's some panels in this I quite like. Since I'll be honest with you, this was a bit of a slog. I don't know whether it's because I'm just not into the story, though I think I am. I think it might be down to the fact that to do something on one's own is tedious and boring, and if you get no immediate feedback and everything, I like being part of a team and everything. So yeah, I think that was what the issue with with this as being the case of like all the energy I had for doing the first part of the story, his boy and his dad, kind of got derailed by just life in general, and so getting back into it, into swing of things, so, which is neither here nor there. It's not I should be able to do these things. It's, if I don't do it, if I don't muster the energy myself, then it's no one's fault but my own. I think also one of the problems is flitting between digital and traditional. Like, it's a different mindset, and I used to be in a band. I don't know if I mentioned it or I've heard it talk about it, but I used to be in a band, and I used to be a bass player, and then I moved on to guitar. Quite good at both of them, but like I moved from electric bass, fucking around with from electric bass to electric guitar, and then I tried out with acoustic guitar, and it's a different mindset. And you know what? It's just not really, man's got to have his strengths, and like acoustic guitar isn't my strength, and inking traditionally isn't really my strength either. And I mean, it's a strength I can develop. It's a habit I can get into. I mean, I did enjoy it. I think I may need to raise the pad up so it's more vertical, because I think I was getting artist shoulder and stuff. But yeah, it's just. I think what I need to do is spend a bit more time just practicing inking traditionally on maybe on other people's stuff, maybe do a couple of like print off a couple of pencils of people's and just practice inking that and stuff, see how they do it, and just get the practice in, because essentially like I was just kind of jumping straight into it. And I mean, while it didn't turn out bad, I'm looking at this page now, it's good. I think once I finish it, it'll look fucking dope. Hopefully I think it'll look fucking dope, otherwise there's no point in me getting onto it. So I don't know if it's just a case of flitting between traditional and digital, and just kind of like because when I was doing the portfolio pages, that was all digital, and they turned out quite well in the digital method and stuff, especially when I got to colour them and stuff, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle and the Street Fighter one. They turned out quite well. So I don't know. Maybe it's just my mindset. Maybe it's just the fact that like I've been working too much on my own and not enough interacting with other people to get like the, not necessarily praise, but the feedback and stuff. Luckily, I have an issue that was going to resolve that. I have some news, which kind of means that the Stomping on Rats comic is going to be not on the docket for a while. Be a bit more. I've got 6 pages to ink on that, and another 4 pages to draw. So, like in theory, I could hopefully I can get it out before like the Macau Comic Con I'm doing in June, which is 3 months away. That's enough time to produce a comic. But so that's getting put on not on hiatus and not on definite hold, but like kind of like on the back burner while I sort out my good news. I have some good news, and I'm not 100% sure how much I can tell. Teasy, but I wanted to be published by the time I was 40. Now I don't know what time that means, but at the age of 39, the day of my 40th birthday, not being published means I'm a failure, or the year of 40. So if the metric is by the time I'm 41, I've achieved this little goal. I approached a company I approached a bunch of people actually. I was like, well, if I sit here and be like, why isn't anyone coming to me? Like, well, a bit more proactive and stuff. Like, no point in doing all those portfolio pages just to not do nothing with them. So yeah, and that's led to something. Again, I'm not 100% sure how much I can talk about or what should I talk about now, because when I don't know how many of you have kids out there, but like for me, when I was going to have my kid and we found out we were pregnant, well, at least I found out she was pregnant and I was there, I wanted to tell everybody at once, like it's come back blue, cool. No, yeah, but Lisa's like, no. My wife was like, no. We need to hold off a bit, wait a few months and stuff, because of if something goes wrong or whatever, then you don't want to be like, hey, you've had a personal trauma that you then have to. Well, where's the kid? We were very, very lucky in the fact that ours came out and is beautiful and wonderful, and not to say yours is shit, but mine is better. So, again, in that kind of thing, I want to tell you all about it right now. And go, blah, 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 blah. But I probably should tease it out a bit and be like, well, and maybe when I've got a few pages drawn, which will be up on the docket in next week and stuff. Once I figure out how much I can tell, and once I figure like how much of it is actually like, maybe I will reveal more in the coming weeks and stuff. Like I guess like I'm on a project at the moment. It's by an actual publisher who is actually publishing in places and stuff. It's one of those more indie publishers. It's not. I think I'm not sure how big they are over in the rest of the world, but over here in the UK, they're a big brand. Where it's a case of like people who don't read comics will have seen their stuff in and around in the outside world. So I'll probably talk more about that when I figure out how much I can talk about and stuff. So I'm just teasing at the moment, teasing. This is a character. This is one of the character designs for it. His name is Takej. Yeah. Hopefully you can get a good idea of what is going on with this by this cryptic character design. I mean, I can talk to you about my character designing process at the moment. So what I tend to do with my character designs is I tend to do at least 3 of them. So I'd be like, so I can kind of get the flow and the ebb and the jib for them and stuff. So like, I mean, there were 4 initial designs for this cat, and and kind of whittling it down for the main character Jack. There was a few more design. Like, another problem with design work is like maybe not meant to be seen. So like this, yeah, I was just trying to get the vibe and get the motif and stuff, and then so we had a lot of fucking around with this with her and stuff, but again, you can do 150 designs and stuff, and it's not really you. It's just you just doing designs. It's not you cementing a character or getting in your mind and your head. So I was like, what am I doing and stuff? And like the character design was like she's an American slacker and stuff. So I so, scruffy hair. We'll go for that, and big baggy clothes, and maybe not so big baggy clothes. So like, just and then what I ended up going with is like long bangs and like I don't know, you would fucking strands of hair like flying all about the place, which kind of then helped regress back into the Takej character because he'll have hair flying about and everything. And yes, that's how I got onto her, just like kind of like scruffy, but like don't want like you don't want to come across as a mess, but you want to come across like, I've made an effort to not be in not be there. Like, oh, you've made an effort, but you clearly don't want, because one of the first parts of the thing is going for a job interview. It's clearly like you don't want the job. You're just going along for the fact that you have to go for a job interview. That's the first. That's one part of the comic. So that's how I. I tend to come up with like. I try and limit myself to like 3 designs, even if I've got like I know exactly where we're going with this. Because like no, you need to do another 2 designs. Don't be like settle on like settle, because like that's what happened with Ash and fuck, I can't remember their names. Well, that's really bad of me. So my main characters from my hit comic Here Comes the Dragon Punch, which you can read on Webtoons and my Patreon and stuff, she went through a whole heap of designs because I couldn't get. Cause I had a general idea and I couldn't nail it down, and then over the course of the comic, she would have changed her outfit and everything. But yeah, like just it helps cement the ideas and everything of like kind of like where you're going. So, but again, try and keep 3. I try and do 3 initial sketch ideas, and then choose the best from that. I tend to ask the wife for what's the best in that regard, because it's good to have a second opinion. So, but I know which character design I'm going for to Cage, and now I have a character design for Jack. So that's good on that regard. And next week I will probably have a bit more to talk about, or I won't. One of the two, and we'll know together. So the other thing I did this week was I did this Hawkgirl. I had like my plan for Thursday was to do a portfolio day piece, in which I basically drew another portfolio page, which was Hawkgirl, and finding comic scripts online is really difficult. I remember there were back in the old days it was a wash with them, but there only seems to be the one place at the moment, and they only have one Hawkgirl page, and it was like comic, and it's like it didn't involve a lot of Hawkgirl. So for the first time on one of these portfolio things, I can talk about that later, because I'm going to show you the page later. So I'm going to show you the page in a minute. But like I don't really know Hawkgirl all that well. I just kind of like her design. It's like, well, I need to kind of break the duck of it and stuff. And so, and like I'm liking the drawing like in this bright neon 90s aesthetic, where it's just like kind of big brash fucking like eye-soaring colours and stuff. And so I wanted to do that again. So that's what I did. So I wanted to get to grips with the character, get to grips with wings and stuff, because I don't really draw winged characters up at all, really. So like, so that's what this one initially turned out, because to scratch 2 itches. One, to discover how to draw Hawkgirl and what she looks like and everything, and like the mace and shit like that, and like the boots and the character design, like, and also to basically do a bright neon in your face color scheme like I've done here. And I like how it turned out, I'm not gonna lie, not even a little. I'll probably not gonna lie, and then also, so that's up on the socials at the moment if you want to see it there. I've got a new Tumblr, because I heard that's a good place to go and get commissions. Commissions are open if you need me. So I'm posting up on that. I'm going to recontextualize my Patreon, because it doesn't seem to be getting any traffic anyway. So I don't know if there's much point in me saving huge files and stuff. So what I might do with that is just do like a bunch of small res images and put them up behind the £1 barrier, $1 barrier and stuff, and then you can see what I did that way, and if people want more high res images, I might just stick them in a I might just make a PDF and stick them on their digital file store. That might be a good idea. And that way, I'm yeah. Actually, I can do a batch bunch of them. I'll just work that out in real time. So rejigging the Patreon from now on. Basically, what I'm going to do on that is I'm going to put well, I instead of having like high res images in like the $3 marker, I'm going to put like medium res images of like the color, the pencils, the fuck arounds in the $1 bit and stuff, and you can see it in there. Yeah, that'll work. And then I'm gonna do like a high res PDF of my process and put that up on the Patreon store or on the or on my Ko-fi store as well. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, if that's what you want. If you don't want that, let me know below and I won't fucking do it. You know. So the reason for this was because I was also going to do a Hawkgirl script, and I honestly couldn't find one like the Erica Schultz comic that is up on there for Hawkgirl. I like, but it doesn't have a lot of Hawkgirl. So I was like scrolling through the pages and seeing what could I do, and it's like, oh, there's one set in like the museum where her and Hawkman are in a museum. So for the first time, I've taken a pre-existing page that I've seen, and I've just redrew it and stuff, and using different angles, like yeah, but the reason why this isn't finished is because yesterday was a bit of a clusterfuck, and then I got the first script for the new thing that I'm working on in the news and stuff, and it's a case of like I probably need to give that more of a looking to than say a portfolio page, which I can come back to. No one's demanding me make this portfolio page, but you know, I now have responsibility on my shoulders to do the new thing, which I will talk about next week, hopefully in more detail. Yeah. So yeah, that's been my week this week. So some really good news in regards to like my progression as a comic book artist, and I've been published by, I've been published a couple of times, like obviously self-published, linked in my Etsy down in the doobly-doo. I might be going over to Global Comics at some point, but like I'm not really fussed about that. The first two. I'm obviously been self-published. I've been part of stuff on successful Kickstarters, and I've been in a couple of anthologies. So that's technically published, but this is the first time there's someone else's logo in in the corner, which and I'll probably get paid for this one as well. It's creator owned. So like there's just, I don't know, there's something about obviously doing it all indieing, off your own steam and your own boss and stuff is all well and good if you're in any way, shape or form business minded or business person whatsoever, but I'm fucking not. And the idea that someone like, oh, I'm gonna take the time and the effort, I believe I can make enough out of you as a talent that here we go. It's a lot of joy in that. I mean, it's my first time being published, so it might be an absolutely horrible experience that I hate with a fucking passion, and it's the last comic I ever fucking draw. I hope not. I quite enjoy drawing comics, but there is a sense of pride and a sense of success, and the fact that someone else, it's validation more than anything else, because you're good enough, and someone else believes it, and someone else is willing to take the risk and put their money where your mouth is. There's just that is a rewarding experience that I've not really had before, and now I have it, and I like it, and it's good. And hopefully next week I'll be able to tease more about it or less about it, depending on how I do this thing. But yeah. So yeah, you might have noticed in the mornings I've been doing kind of warm-up sketches and stuff. The first one, Aang, turned out really well. The second two, Jet and Cyclops, turned out quite badly. So like, my plan was like, hey, I'm gonna do a mid-morning sketch and maybe sell them like that Scotty Young does, and the Aang might be worth selling, but not the other two. So, but you're probably going to see me do like warm-up things in the morning, just to, get it all out there and stuff. So I might not aim to do finished pieces. I might just, but like, because again, going from digital to traditional, like, you need to gear up the muscles and stuff. So yeah, that was so you probably, hopefully you will see me doing more of that during the week. Next week. So next week, I'm not just. Next week, my kid is on fucking holiday from Friday. So this next Ramble Chat will be on the Thursday. Hopefully, I'll have more good news or news about the good news, and then and who knows what I might draw next. I might aim to do a piece on the old light table there. One of the problems is because I've got two webcams going on, and that one just keeps deactivating itself, and OBS is just awkward, and that's behind the scenes kerfufflery. But it's like, ugh. So because oh god, I have to fucking figure out why this is not fucking turning on. That was a Ramble Chat. So thank you for turning up. Thank you for subscribing. If you could, any friends or whatever who'd like to see me do this, just tell them to come subscribe and stuff. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Tumblr now, I'm on Substack and Patreon and Ko-fi, and my store is Etsy, which is linked down below. There are prints and there are comics available there. My Here Comes the Dragon Punch is up on Webtoons. You can read the first 4 issues up there for free now. Yeah. August! Fuck's sake. Yeah, she's called August. Ugh. And they are called Ash. Sorry, I just, when said, sorry. She's called August, they're called Ash. There we go. Anyway, I think I've rambled on that long enough. What do you want me to see me draw next? Comment down below, and I might draw it. Thank you for turning up. I've been Markus Pattern. You've been absolutely fantastic, and yeah, commissions are open. I love you. Have yourself a tip-top, and dare I say, good day.